Ananda, baby? She already knows about the Ananda. We're not here to talk about the Ananda. We're here to talk about the M11 Plus Limited. It is the M11 Plus, not the M11 Pro Plus, not the M11 Pro FLAGSHIP Plus. It's on Hi-Fi Go. It's not on Amazon. Actually, it's sold out on Hi-Fi Go. It's sold out on B&H. I've had this thing for like a month and a half. Obviously, FiiO sent it to me, and I wish it would just tell me when can people buy it, because it's $800. Doesn't get a what's it called in the title, and we're gonna drink a Mike's hard black cherry lemonade while we review it, because I'm Zeos, and we do what we want here. Their mango's the best though. Okay, so it is the FiiO M11 Plus portable high music player, limited. And I didn't know what the limited stood for until I started going through like the bullet points, and apparently it's an AKM 4493 EQ DAC, which means temper, it literally says they're not made anymore, out of production because the factory burned down. And I don't know if that means FiiO had planned to just run this as the M11 Plus, and then we went, oh shit, we're not re-engineering this whole, because it's going to be a lot harder to re-engineer a portable player around a different DAC than it is like a desktop unit, because you just, you got so much room, you could adjust power supplies and things like that. So I don't know what the Dilly-O is, but the Dilly-O on this is, it's probably one of the best DAPs I've ever held. Android 10, FiiO finally crawled the fuck out of 1993, and they actually have an Android version newer than 7. So little fucking claps for that. I got some other stuff here I was testing out with it. Let's take it out of the case, because it comes with a leather case. At least mine came with a leather case, and hope yours comes with a leather case, because it is a nice leather case. I have to unplug this, which Ananda, we know that. This just pulls right out. And then I think I've done this before where I just like whoop it, and then it flopped out on the table and it was bad. So they were just gonna whoop that. There's your case. The design criteria for this DAP is hexagons. I don't know why, but all the buttons are hexagons, all the LEDs are hexagons. You can't plug in hexagons, that's good. A very large opening slot. Well, yes, don't worry about that. Let's drink alcoholic beverages and keep going. I love this thing enough to use it as a coaster. The largest screen I've ever seen in a DAP. That is basically, it's almost borderless. Like we got about 4 millimeters around the glass, and then you've got the edging here. So that's just fucking huge. Which, if I lock the screen again, and then unlock it, you can see it, is just absurd. Like, it doesn't need to be that big, but I'm gonna show it off. In fact, I brought out the Shanling M8, which is like the big boy player. It doesn't even come close to having this nice a screen. So if FiiO, if you're ever thinking about making a phone, hook me up, bruh. Especially if a phone with this sort of like build and capabilities for under $1,000. Here is, I gotta clean this. I'm cleaning on my shirt. Don't look. Look at me now. Reprint is prohibited, says Saketti Matti. If you want to go find that artist, he's probably on Twitter with that @handle. Link to that download in the description. I'm not printing it. It's just on my screen. Whatever the fuck this is, I like it. We've got so much going on. There's so many like layers of angularity, and it just looks depthy, and it's got the high-res audio stickers attached to it. And it's a shame that when you put on the leather case, you don't see fucking any of it. I'd almost like if they had like the front and back just open. And it's obviously glass just like the front is. We move around. The top is nothingness. The side here, the right side, you have your last track, play, pause, next track, all hexagons. The play, pause has a nice nipple on it. These have nothing, so you can figure things out real easy. Here's your hold switch. Also a hexagon. Interesting. I never really got hold switches, but I guess if you were doing a lot of activity, you might want to hold it so you don't accidentally punch things around. The problem is, This fucker's heavy. It feels like the whole thing's made of very thick glass and steel and aluminum, and so it's kind of uncomfortably heavy. So if you're running around with it, if you're wearing pants that aren't like with a belt and suspenders, it's probably going to pull your pants down. So you got your hold button here, which once you enable that, nothing works, and it just says hold on top. None of these things except for the screen button that will still work. Touch panel has been disabled. Turn off hold switch to enable it. So you can shut off the screen, you could turn on the screen, but you can't interact. So you have to unhold. Here is your card slot, one card slot. I know the M11 original. There was an M11, and then there was the newer M11 that went to THX, which, by the way, this is. And that one, oh, that was bad. Hold on, I just did bad. I just did a bad thing. That one had 2 card slots, and I kind of miss it. Because it's not like we've, in the last 3 years, tripled the amount of storage you got on a micro SD card. We haven't. Like 512, you're still spending way more than like a 400. Maybe I'll drink every video. This way, if it goes past a certain amount of time, you know it's going to be just rambling, drooling at the end. That's why everyone's looking forward to 50-minute videos. So that's the entire right side. The bottom has your single-ended power, single-ended pre-out or line-out, or coaxial out. In the case, there's a coaxial adapter in case you want to output this to a DAC, and then use that to power things. Anybody do that? I don't know, because I've never... I understand, like, if I was at RMAF and I was doing the whole room and the computer exploded, having the digital output of this would allow us to distribute the... Yeah. USB-C plug, and then you have your balanced 4.4 and 2.5. All black. Remember when FiiO had, like, the M15 and everything was, like, gold and high-end? Fuck that. Steel, black bars of steel. That's what you have down here. On the bottom or the top, because there's a button you hit and it rotates the whole fucking unit around, which is kind of interesting because I don't think you could do that on every Android device, but this one you can. So now this side, you get into a little bit more interesting fancy features. You get your power indicator button and light, which is a fucking blue hexagon, and it looks like we're trying to call it to like Superman or something. Like Krypton would probably see that goddamn thing. It's a flashlight. And then you have this, which is the volume bar slider, which is a touch button. You hear the clicking? Or it's a button that you actually can click up and down to control the volume. And then there's settings in it so that you can slide your finger up and hold it, and it goes all the way up, or slide your finger and hold it. Wait. And it goes all the way down. This is replacing like rotary knobs and clicky things, you know, back and forth. So you can just click it up and down like you normally would for volume. And if you click and hold, it goes up, and you click and hold, it goes down. But there is something extremely satisfying about having it in your pocket where you can't see it, and just finding that and just going louder, quieter, quieter, hold, let it go down, or squeeze the button. Like you can just, it's kind of like the Steam Deck, which by the way just got announced, and I put my $5 in on the middle grade one because I'm thinking about airplanes. It's probably, that'd be perfect for an airplane. But it's like you go up and you hit the button, or you hold up and you scroll. It's the best of all the worlds as far as volume controls go. I haven't hit it accidentally yet, although I have picked up the unit, and all of a sudden now it bumps up to 120. So you got to listen for that. And if you're listening to music, you have your headphones on, you should probably notice it because it goes up rather quickly. And then underneath that is another button that is unlabeled. And that unlabeled button, let's unlock the unit, my unit. You press it, success, add 1 to favorites. The song already exists in favorites because that's what it's currently set to. If you hold this down, this entire list pops out. And it's add to my favorites, switch songs randomly, play pause, delete the current song playing, switch filter, switch equalizer, enter USB DAC mode, enter Bluetooth receiving mode, no function specified. So it says no functions. When I press that, it seems to be doing that. That is a programmable button that you can program to any of those actions. The scariest of which is delete the song currently playing. Just fuck it off. You can just set that button and fuck it. But that's nice. Because we've already got our main controls, next track, last track, play, pause. You got a hold switch. You got the screen on and off. You got your volume. So it's nice to see they just give you an extra button. They could have put an extra button on top. They could have an extra button here. And they could put an extra button on the bottom. And it would have been cool just to like, okay, I want to assign this to do any of these things. Like you have a play pause here, but maybe next to where your volume control is, you want another play pause. Or if you ever use Bluetooth receiving mode all the time, you pop, hit that. So that, I'm expecting to see on a lot more DACs in the future. Did I ever mention to you guys I'm a lightweight? And a Mike's Hard Anything will get me there in like one bottle? Let's pull down. So, this is my first experience with Android 10 actually. My new phone should come with it. I bought the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III because I like Sony. Not their movies, not like, no. But we're connected to my Wi-Fi. There's my Bluetooth. There's my mode choose, which is a weird, I don't like the words mode choose. Mode choose sounds like a weird candy from Japan. You are eating the mode choose. No, mode choose, or I guess mode select would probably be the more apt, is Android mode, pure music mode, which is what we're currently in, AirPlay mode, USB DAC mode, so you can plug this in and use it for your computer as your just desktop setup, and then Bluetooth receiving mode. My friend came over. He wasn't sure about high-end IMs. His phone doesn't have a headphone jack. He wanted to use the music on his phone. I said, fine. I said, connect to this with Bluetooth. We plugged expensive shit into this. He used this to assess things, and he went, fuck. So, I mean, that's a pretty good reason to have that. If I put it back to Android mode, now we're in Android. Now we're in full friggin' Android mode. Look, look. That's the regular, real Play Store. The real one. Not the fucking Hung Shao Play Game Store. It's the real fucking Google Play Store on a FiiO device. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. There's no back next track. It's all swiping up from the right hand side. You get like the switch things, and then switching up from the left hand side is back. You get used to it real fast. Oh, look, I still have the fucking settings open. So here's the touch panel. You have touch sounds, which is a little click. Slide and hold for adjustment, because you could shut off that thing that I showed you. Auto lock after inactivity. Might be good to put on. And disable the touch panel, so you have to use the clicking or holding. Which, honestly, use it for a while. Get on there. If you don't like it, turn it off. Just disable it. Enter sleep mode. Oh, no. I've actually never entered sleep mode. Can I just wake it up? Let's see. Huh. So according to the well, at least whatever's on Hi-Fi Go, this has 11 and a half hours of playback, which is not a great deal, but it's better than like 8. It also has 41 days of like light standby. And I'm wondering if that's how you enter, like that sleep mode is how you do that. Because I obviously didn't leave this sitting on my table for 41 days. I should have. I'm at 37% battery. I need to charge the damn thing. But it's like, nah, fuck it. It just keeps going. I had the Anandas on it. I was sitting upstairs in the mezzanine on the big fluffy inflatable ball chair thing. It's not inflatable. It's just filled with memory foam. And if we pull this down, you get the, I'm assuming this is a standard Android. I haven't seen it in forever. So Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mode choose, FiiO, balance FiiO. So pre-out here and pre-out here. You literally get to choose if you want to have the outputs on the bottom be pre-outs or line-outs. Line-outs being no volume control, max. So if you wanted to output to an amplifier, you'd get a very strange wire, which I actually own, which would be 4.4 Pentacon or 2.5, 2 XLR, and you could set that to line-out, and then this would just be pure line-out like a DAC into your amplifier, and you could do it that way. This way it's not a volume control here and a volume control there. And you get to pick for each one of them, and it says, warning, it's going to happen. So you can do both outputs. Actually, well, I wouldn't recommend plugging all 3 of them in, but there's nothing that says you couldn't do 3.5 and 4.4 at the same time, unless it doesn't work. I haven't tested that. Then you have your gain setting, which, you ready for this? You ready for the fucking, like, this is the stupid shit that makes Zeos, like, rock hard. And I mean by rock hard, I mean I work out and I'm, you know, ripped and I'm rock hard that way. What are you thinking about, weirdo? high, medium, low, medium, high. Medium, low, medium, high. I can't think of the last time a player or anything went back down instead of just going high, low, medium, high, low, medium. I love that. That's a stupid little thing that one programmer at FiiO was like, hey, why don't we do this? And somebody went, oh, let's try it. High, low, high, medium, low, low, medium, high, medium, low, medium. It just goes up and down. It's a rocking horse. There are some fucking desktop amps that don't do that, and I'm pissed. Where they need to just go from high to medium to low. Or there's ones that go from low to high to medium. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? So I approve of that. In vehicle mode, which this is an $800 DAP, please, someone out there, tell me in the comments, are you running an $800 DAP in your car on a mount and never take it out? Because that's what that's for. In vehicle mode means when you plug power into this, when the power is detected, when you're running your car, she turns on, plays your music. And when you turn your car off and park it, oh, no power, turning off. That's what in vehicle mode does. I would absolutely do that if I didn't have a tablet in my car, which I currently have a tablet and FooBar running in my car. If I had like a cheaper, like the Hibby R3 or something, $100, fine. I just can't see taking like the pinnacle of THX tech with Snapdragon octa-cores. I can't see doing it. If you do that, please, what kind of car is it? Because is it a 99 Honda Civic with like body rot? And you've got like an $800 player that's worth more than the entire fucking car doing that? Because I don't think it is. Volume touch, which is the settings we were just in. I'm back. I keep touching it and it keeps doing it. So it might be worthwhile turning that off while the review is going on. All to DSD. So there's a button here that says DSD, all to DSD. This is a feature of this unit. If I turn it on, it comes with this warning. When all to DSD function is enabled, the audio will output in DSD format, which will increase power consumption and heat of the machine while shortening the battery life. Sounds like there's nothing but benefits. Enable it now? Sure. I've been trying to run not this on and then this on and try to detect differences because I don't have DSD. I don't listen to DSD. I respect it way more than I do MQA. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe MQA is just a, which by the way, this has 8x folding bullshit. Maybe the MQA is just being built to make DSD look even better. Because like at least that makes sense on paper. It's just more resolution, more uncompressed, 500 meg files for songs. It's absurd. DSD is absurd, and there's like DTS 1-bit. It gets pretty heavy. So I turned it on, and I honestly only have like 1644 stuff on here, which should be the biggest improvement because it's literally upscaling all that through the DSD filters, and I really didn't notice it. I was only really testing on the HiFi and Ananda for the last 2 hours. That specific thing, because I'm like, battery's gonna die. I'll turn it off. It's not really a thing. Slide this over. You get your dark theme, which I wish to Christ my current phone had. You get your night light, which actually puts it into like the, it removes the blue. So that's just an Android feature, I'm assuming. And then you have a rotate screen button, which when you hit it, it rotates everything 180 degrees, which I know on my Android device, which is not 10, I can only do unlock the screen and you can rotate horizontal in both directions, but you can't flip the motherfucker upside down. But this just flipped the motherfucker upside down. So now, if I review it like this, the volume control is here, and still like down is up, and up is down, but you get to play pause buttons here, but you do get these on top. And sometimes I want them out the bottom, and sometimes I want them out the top, and that would probably be very useful. Well, there's the stock background, the Qualcomm Snapdragon, and the AKM 4497 EQ is what's shown here, so that's probably... Oh, it's dual DACs, by the way, which is another reason it's limited, because I definitely can't get 2 of these anymore. And I think that's all for the pull downs. There is a gear. I don't know what else. Mode choose, audio. What does audio show? 3.5mm output, spit if out is DOP, gain is on high, low pass filter settings, wireless playback is LDAC balanced audio with connection quality, all to DSD, adjustable volume at line out, which makes it not a line out. So I don't know, that option's there. I mean, literally, it's Android with a couple little sprinkles of like, wait, is this more than just a standard phone? You get your VPN, you can cast this to a device, you get your portable hotspot. I don't know how you do that because it doesn't have a SIM fucking card. I'm going to also take it out of upside down mode because upside down mode is blowing my mind. Hold on. There we go. That's okay. It feels better in the hand in the correct orientation. So now after that, all we're looking at is let's choose the mode. We'll go back to pure music mode, which launches literally if you have it in this mode and you restart the device, it starts in the FiiO Music Player app. If you want to use FooBar or USB audio player or any of those, what's good ones? I found another one that recently that someone was like, hey, you got to try this music app for your phone. I'm like, all right. And it was pretty nice. I forget what it was called. But it was pretty nice. But if you want to treat this as just like a music player, turn it on, pure music mode. None of the radios work. Actually, my Bluetooth is on. Why does it say 4? Like, you could still use other things, but it doesn't fuck with Android as much. It's just straight pure into this. And we could put on Spirit in the Sky, Tech Noir, Alley Chase. All right, give me... Headphones are easier. I currently have out the Dunu Zens, which are like my favorite IMs for testing noise floor. There is no noise floor. You understand that this is a THX amplified, like it's a THX 78 amplifier and then dual AKM DACs. It's got no noise floor. Now I have it on high gain, at least I did have it on high gain, yes. Because I was finding that on a lot of quieter tracks, I had to like get it near 120 for the Anandas. Push this up. I'm not going to review the music player. Like, you can literally download the FiiO Music Player app for anything, for your phone. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. That's a 128 MP3, I guess. I apologize. The Bastion soundtrack. Swiping the image will also change it. You get a VU meter now, which there are 2 needles there. There's a red one and a white one, and I believe it's a right and left channel. It's a little bit laggy. It's not the greatest one. I've seen better, but the fact that they added one, lyrics, album art, a VU meter, I call that an improvement. Dust Brothers, by the way. See, the thing is, it's also... Like, this song is blasting, and it's not even hitting -10, so it's not really an accurate VU meter. I would prefer if they gave me one that was like... Ooh, online search. We're going to confirm a lyrics search for this. It got it! I'm going to drink now. Oh... In the backbone. So I guess if you want to sit in the bus station singing your favorite song, what did I do? Yeah, the touch is weird if I'm reviewing it. If I just like lean on it, it tends to do things. Nice. As far as like searching, you know how the FiiO app works. FiiO link, equalizer, Bluetooth device, theme. I think I changed the theme. There's tons of themes. Cover 4, Spectrum display, full screen display, original display, yeah, Spectrum 3, confirm. So let's go back. It's got a lot of like actual tweakable features, and that's just the music player. As far as the hardware goes, which is what I'm actually reviewing, resume from last position, enabled. Wi-Fi music transfer I had used previously. Replay gain. Track. Confirm. It's got so many. MQA SPDIF. Lock screen album art. Playthrough folders. Gapless playback. All these options. Let's go back. Let's go to the actual playing thing. It's not bad. I've probably seen better. It's a little slow. It's got a Snapdragon. This is Dark Knight, so that's very quiet. Let's just Boom. So it's definitely not like fake. It's actually reading off of it. I hope my new phone is as fast as this one. I see I can't minimize. There's nothing to minimize because this is all that exists. If you want to go back to actual Android, you got a mode choose, switch back to Android, which stops the music, by the way. You got to reopen the app. It knows where you were, though, and puts it back on. So now I can go and switch between that and anything else I want to run. The clock app. It's my favorite app. I don't know if you guys play this game called Timer. What you do is you close your eyes and you randomly type in a number and hit go, and you watch this count down. And when it's done, you pause it at 1 second, and then you've won the game. I'm gonna win. I'm the best at this. Wait. Okay, fuck that. Actually, we'll let that keep running just because. Let's see where this player is in 5 hours. Actually, wait. What will it do? Because these devices don't have speakers. So is it going to make my headphones blast the alarm sound? We're going to find out right now. We're going to delete that. And we're going to put a 1 second timer. Nope. It's an inaudible... Oh! Congratulations. Now I know what I was missing in my life when it came to an Android-based player. So switch that up, it throws it over, switch this around. We can get rid of that. We want that. We don't need the Google Play Store. We don't need that. We want this. I'm probably going to hold on to this for a while. Because it's this or the Shanling M8. And they're both beasts. This is a beast mode DAP. I'm afraid to hold it like this because it might snap the wire connection. It's not going to. It's not doing it currently. But it's like... They certainly weren't going for like the carbon fiber aesthetic. I think Sony sort of ruined that for everybody. Sony, if you don't know, has like solid copper players that are just designed to feel fucking heavy. Like, how is that new Sony player so heavy? I mean, it's just like so heavy. And everyone's like, that's good. It's great. I love heavy. It's not great. I'd prefer if this was light, but also, you know, you're looking for longevity. You're looking to throw it in a bag. If it's made out of like a hewn piece of aluminum, it's probably not going to break, although you could probably shatter the back or front. Just saying, which is another reason why they give you the leather case for it. Final thoughts. CLs, timestamp, final thoughts. It's one of the best built, fastest, and good sounding. And that's important. I said the word sounding. Someone's going to clip that. Good sounding FiiO players that has ever been. It's THX, which a lot of people sometimes have issue with. They say THX is very fucking neutral and cold, and it doesn't add any flavor to the music. That's okay. There's EQs in here. There's AKM DACs, which it's kind of fucked up when Zeos is telling you that the DAC is there to color the sound to make it a little less boring. But AKM DACs are known for being, you know, the smoother DAC compared to everything else that's available. So you dual those with THX tech and the newest Android and a decent amount of battery life. Granted, only fucking one SD card slot, but can't have everything in life apparently. And you keep it under 1,000. That's the big thing, because they literally calling this their flagship now, which means the M15 is old hat. They now that they have Android 10. Basically, all their old players expect them to drop out of the sky. In fact, Zeos, slightly buzzed Zeos, is telling you to link all the other FiiO DAPs. You dick. Keep an eye on those. M11, M11 Pro, or M11 THX, or the fuck that one was. M15s. Those might all go on the hard decline. And they're still excellent players. They're just banking on this one because it's got the newest and best features. So, it doesn't come in a wooden box or anything fancy. That's probably how they're able to keep the bill under 1,000. And it like shuts off. The screen looks fantastic. I like the way it fits in the case. I especially like that the play pause. I didn't even have to check, but the play thing is like literally another harsh nipple. Harshnipple.com. I don't know if that's a thing. Please don't check. But you can just reach in your pocket. You know immediately which one's the play pause and which one isn't. So, FiiO, congratulations. You've actually made me review another DAP. It's been a while, and I only have a couple, like, really, what's new coming out? This might be FiiO's I don't want to say it's going to be FiiO's last DAP. I think DAP still should exist. But there's far less demand for them than there used to be. Most phones now are just fucking too good, too fast, too much space. Things like the BTR5 exist. You can put this into Bluetooth receiving mode, throw it in your backpack, set the volume up pretty high, and just use your regular phone to send music to it via LDAC. You could just do that. I mean, do you need that though? I mean, how much? Oh, I should also point out, only 566 milliwatts out of the balanced at 32 ohms, which is not like infinite power. In fact, it's far less power than the M15. But the M15 wasn't THX, and it wasn't running on a modern operating system with the most modern hardware. So this is not as powerful, but certainly the competitor or even something that beats it. You want me to shut it off and I'll do a restart loop. Hold on. I'm gonna shut it down, and we'll see how long it takes to turn on, because that's, if you just, well, it's off already. If you just sleep it, like I just showed you, go to the thing, hit sleep, they claim 41 days. So you can just sleep it every night, and it'll just stay asleep for 41 days. So you lose a few percentage. If you do decide to turn it all the way off, FiiO logo. It's a perfect time to drink now. Yep. Still says FiiO. Born for music and happy. They could remove the happy from the screen. They can't remove the happy from the heart. Boom. Done, 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 loaded, done. If we were in pure music mode, it wouldn't even give us a lock screen. It would just be in the player software. So it's not the fastest thing on earth, but if you're gonna put it away for a week, put it away for a week. Shut it off, turn it back on. It's not the end of the world. When you put it into sleep mode, I'm pretty sure, when you put it into car mode, I'm pretty sure that puts it into sleep mode. Although it should turn it completely off. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Anyway, do I think the M11 plus LTD be kind of cool if the LTD was offset, because they added it later? I'm pretty sure this is the best FiiO player, except that bullshit there. But that I still respect the THX, especially on portable, especially for battery. In fact, because it's only half a watt battery, half a watt power, the battery life being only 11 hours is blatantly due to the fact it's got the world's largest fucking screen. It's the largest screen in a DAP, other than like one of those tablets. You ever see that one? It's like a tablet. It's the size of like this, and you carry it around. So it's only gone down 5% in all the testing we've done and restarts. That's not bad. Playing music for however long this video is, 35 minutes, and keeping the screen brightness at full and switching between modes is, if you just put this on and put it in your pocket and you leave the screen off and just next track, volume adjust, 11 and a half hours is perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna be done. Actually, no, I'm gonna go listen to these because that's what I like to do. Oh, I have to check this out of high gain mode though. There you go, low gain. That's weird. Their high, low, medium indicator is there's like lines, and then there's like there's like a line, and it goes up arrow for high gain, and then it goes down arrow for low gain, but it looks the fucking same. There's arrow up and then arrow down, but you could barely tell which direction the arrow is going from afar, because it literally is instead of curving down and curving up, it curves down and curves up. It's poor design, but still does its job. I'm going to plug this in, and I'm going to plug these in. Give a double check to make sure that there is no noise floor. Which one's right and left? You're right. Dunu Zens. Everyone needs a set of Dunu Zens if you like anything. It's THX, which THX basically means, oh, noise floor? Immeasurable. Like there's no sound. Hold on. I just hear my own thoughts. My own thoughts are all I hear, and they're terrifying. They're terrifying, Mina. They're terrifying. But yeah, okay. I'm going to listen to this now. some more, which I'm probably going to put it back into the case, even though I've completely dirtied up the back. Boop, boop, doot. Boot, doot. Doot. If you like these videos, battery died before I did my outro. Sons of bitches, bastards. If you like these videos and you want to see them early, please support on Patreon and Subscribe Star. That'll qualify you to enter the yard sale from the 1st to 10th of every month, where I ship any items that I sell for free in the continental United States and half shipping international. I should be half shipping for Hawaii also, because UPS wants to charge $69 to send a set of IEMs to Hawaii. I'm like, fuck you. I'll go to the post office. So that's a thing. Wallpaper available in the description. Please search out the original artist of that and be like, hello, you do great work. He does really good work. $10 a month gets you in the behind-the-scenes private Telegram chat, where you could talk about Zeos's drinking on video problem, or ask me any questions you'd like, or consult with any of the other $10 patrons, which there are many. And that $10 paywall seems to just bring all the good people in. I don't know what it is. $10 not even what it costs for Chinese food, yet $10 a month seems to put up a nice, just fuck off. If you want to go to someplace free, the Discord exists. The public Telegram exists. In fact, there's a whole bunch of social media available in my description under social media links or streamer links. There's a streamer links link down there with all the other social media, Twitter and Instagram and blah, 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 blah. Even a Facebook, which I don't run, down in the description. Hi-Fi Guides and the Hi-Fi Guides forum exist. If you want to talk on an audio forum that isn't every other audio forum, the Hi-Fi Guides forum is there for you guys. And what else? That's it. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go put this music back on. I've got the Duno Zens in, or I could have switched to the Neos. I get the C Audio Neos too. No, we're gonna do the Zens for a bit. I did the Neos too much. Anyway, I'm done. You're done. Download her, and I will see you all in the next one.